in the car. Sunday evening, the reporter is done. President Carter is walking the reporter to his car. After 3 days of being on message, the reporter is standing in his car and says to President Carter, "Is there anything else you'd like to share with me?" And what does President Carter do? He doesn't talk about the Iranian hostage crisis. He doesn't talk about OPEC. He doesn't talk about food prices. To answer that question, President Carter looks at the reporter and says, "You know, I've had lust in my heart." To which the reporter then reopened his book and said, yes, can you share with me? President Carter went on to talk about, well, you know, the Bible says any married man who's even looked at another woman has committed adultery, and I'm just like any other man. I've committed adultery with lust in my heart. Well, the last 60 days, President Carter made himself into a late-night punchline, plummeted in the polls, and you see here the resulting election night map. The moral of this story is, please, above all else, when you're giving interviews and that question comes up, which it will 99.9% of the time, go back and stick to your messages. It's a key of the mantra when you're doing interviews. Say all you have to say, which is very different from all you could say or all you want to say. That's a huge distinction. Please just say all you have to say to answer the question. Let the reporter ask the next point. Don't say what your emotions are telling you to say if it's a personal question, and don't use it as an opportunity to